What's going on, guys? What's cracking in the garage today? And today is a Supra day. Today we've got to install the new dump tube. I had a local fabricator, Dan Cologno. I can't ever say his last name. I apologize, buddy. And Brad Decker, who did all the, not powder coating, what's it called? Ceramic coating on the downpipe or the dump tube here for the wastegate. The color is slightly off. What I have on there is flat black, but you really can't see this anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. As long as it's coated and it somewhat matches. It is black, so what we need to do is remove this top one here. That one right there. This one here is the one I need to remove, and you can see how much room there is to the left of it, and that's what I need to do. I need to move it over to the left a ton, and with this new one, I'll be able to do so. As you guys can tell here, the finish is different now. This is the old one here, which has a more flat black, and this is a little bit more of a mid black, or a, it's the same black, but I guess you would have some glossifier in it, so maybe like a semi, but again, it's kind of, you won't only be able to see about this much of it to about here. And even still, it's kind of dug under the downpipe. So realistically, as long as it's coated, I don't really care. As you can see here, it has a little bit more length to it here versus this one. Now, the first time when I got it, it was way too long, so I had them cut it here and shorten it up. And you're probably wondering, why not? Why'd you cut it here? Why not at the V-band? There's a reason for that. So the reason I always do this is if you don't have anything to clamp it down to, which the welder didn't, you can distort this flange. You distort this flange and then it leaks. If it leaks, you're not going to have a good time. Even though it only opens and this flange itself is not crucial like the one actually is on the manifold, I didn't want to take any chances, so I purposely told them, cut it down here. I'd rather you cut it, weld it here, than have all that heat up by this flange and distort this area. So that's the reason for that. So let's go ahead and throw this on and get this thing moving and get it looking good. Alright guys, so I've got the dump tube on now. It gave me a good bit more room. I was able to angle it. It gave me the space I needed for the downpipe. Now, I'm not going to adjust that today, and the reason for that is this weekend I plan on installing the clutch. So I'll have to take off the all the mid pipe, the exhaust and everything. So it'll be easier just to clock that over some and then start in the way back. I'm not going to dick with it now when I'm literally going to take it off in 2 days and have to redo it all anyhow. It's just not worth the headache. But what we are going to do is go ahead and start raising the car. I need to raise it up, and then I need to get new tires for the rear. But these tires are still in such good condition. They've got all their life left in them. I just don't know what to do here. I really, really like these tires too, but I need to go to a taller tire, period. So it's kind of putting me in a predicament because I need to get the car up, but I don't like a ton of wheel and tire gap. But I don't think I really have a choice unless I want a reverse rake, which we don't want that. The fronts, I like the tires. They're fine. It works out well, but the car just sits too low right now. And when I hit certain bumps, it's like, see, I'm trying to put my finger in there. I have to go, if I want to try to go in straight, it's literally impossible. The car is too low. I'm bottoming out on too much stuff, especially on bigger bumps, which takes the fun out of driving. I don't like that. I think this side is a little bit better now, not really. I'm gonna have to measure it here. I'm gonna take it off, check the coils, and then I'd like to raise this car up about a ½ inch or so, if not 3/4 of an inch, to get a little bit higher up off the ground, and then put a bigger tire in the back. I'm either looking at, again, 295/35 or a 295/40, most likely a Nitto NT05. I really like the way that tire looks on a 10.5 inch wheel. Before I get this back up in the air though, I want to let you guys know, this is a TT diff, the auto TT diff I blew up. The ring gear, the pinion gear might be bad. Inputs, the body itself is all good. This is free. If anyone wants it's free. The only thing that you're not going to be able to get though is the cover. I'm keeping the cover as a backup. So I'm going to go actually take that off right now. And then if anyone's interested in it, anyone that's local, I'm in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. If you guys are interested in it, let me know. Shoot me a message. I'm going to put this up on my Instagram also, but there might be someone out there that needs it. And I want to be able to help them out. So let me know if you guys need it. Again, it's not going to have this cover though, which I'm going to take off right now. Oh my God, come on, come off. That was on a little tighter than I thought. Done, all off. Probably helped, guys, if I didn't miss the last bolt. Okay, so I'm gonna put this cover back on because forgot how bad gear fluid stinks. It still has it. You can see those input shafts, I guess that's what they're called, are still good. They're bringing pinion, or the pinion gear still back there, in all still good working order. But you can see some of the debris from the ring gear and from the LSD that blew. So, and the drain plug's still in it too. So you guys can have all of that. I don't need it. So if you need this case, you need any of this stuff, it's all yours. You just have to come pick it up. All right, guys, so again, if you want to buy that, let me know. If you guys can tell, it's another day. I've changed outfits. I got a little bit of stats racing on right now. I've got Grannis up top here, because if you guys saw my last video, I've got my new twin disc in the car. I've got the car outside right now. The exhaust fits way better now than it did before, which I'm really, really freaking happy about. It's no longer rubbing and hitting like it was before. And the car drives so much better, so much quieter, so much quieter. You guys can see down there the Tilton master cylinder now. The only thing it sucks is I had to get rid of my custom hardline I had made. Not that it's a big deal, but I put a lot of time and effort in to get that to, I guess, sit the way I wanted it to and the way it looked. So, no longer there. One other thing I wanted to show you guys too is I had to move the downpipe. I got the exhaust up about 3/4 of an inch higher, but you see how close it is to the chassis, and that actually has me a little worried now too. It just seems like it's always something, like it's always, no matter what. I know I'm a picky bitch. If you guys know my channel, if you know me, you know how particular I am about things. Again, it wouldn't be an issue if I was like every other Supra owner and had the ass end of the car way up in the air. My car is overly low. I actually thought too, on top of it, that the undershield that I bought was actually hitting, and it has 0 marks on it. I could have swore it looked like it did, but it were actually hard water marks from how hard our water here is in PA. So that actually isn't hitting on anything, which makes me happy. So if you guys have one, I am probably one of the lowest Supras besides the Stancy Boy that you're gonna see. So if I'm not hitting anything and I drive this thing on the regular, if you guys have one, don't ever worry about bottoming out and hitting on anything. It won't be an issue. So let's go for a drive here. Bunch of people, the internet as usual, is like, oh, that McLeod clutch, it can't be that quiet, it's gotta make all these noise, you gotta break it in more, blah 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 blah. So I got about 100 miles on it so far, and I'm gonna drive it with cruise week next week and everything else. I'll put me over that 1,000-mile mark. I just want to prove that this thing is quiet as shit. So let's get in the car here and we'll switch to the GoPro and I'll show you guys. Let's turn the car on, guys. You can see you can't hear anything, but I'll show you more here in a second. Because apparently, everyone says this McLeod clutch isn't that good. It isn't this, it isn't that. Is it the best clutch out there? I don't think so. I think a Tilton's still king, but for a street clutch, it's pretty damn good. RXT model holds 800 foot-pounds. RXT 1200 holds 1,000 foot-pounds. Both those ratings are at the wheels. Most clutches rate them at the flywheel. This is at the freaking wheels, guys. If you have a Supra, 1,000 foot-pounds, if that's what you're looking for. There's not many of you guys out there that are making 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. There's some guys out there, but not many. And there's not many that's going to drive this well. Shift's fine too, guys. There's no noise. I gotta put my seatbelt on here. I'm in my residential neighborhood, but just to be safe. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. All right, guys. So I figured I'd just take it for a light drive here, just to get the out and about for once. I am gonna have this window down because it's a little too hot, and I don't feel like turning on the AC right now. But this car drives so freaking well. It's awesome. The only thing I will knock, and I try to be as honest, and people think like, well, it's because you get sponsored parts or this or that. Like, no, even with that, I'm very honest. Like, I will openly say this Sicky shifter kind of sucks. Not kind of sucks. I like the way it shifts. I don't like the fact that these bolts keep coming loose. That shit's annoying. That for a $500 shifter, that shit should not be happening. It pisses me off. Now I've retightened them all, put red thread locker on all the bolts. Oop. Should pay attention. and it shouldn't come loose now. I'm worried for cruise week. Just before I leave here next week, I'm gonna take everything back off and double check everything. There's only one bolt I can't get to though, which is the very front one. Even from underneath, the only way to get to it is if you fully drop the transmission, which that shit ain't happening. So hopefully nothing goes wrong with it, and hopefully it stays okay. Driving this car doesn't get old though. Yeah, definitely doesn't get old. Need to wash my pants. My wife's gonna kill me. She just bought me these, and I was working on the car, and there's grease on them. What else is new? Listen. Oh, another thing I wanted to say. My sister tagged me the other night in their new baby girl. I shouldn't say new baby girl. Their new child. Their new little baby girl. If I'm saying that right. She's so freaking cute, for one. And I know I'm biased because I'm the uncle. I know I'm biased, but that's fine. They're watching videos, and like just watching her and watching them do that just made me like smile ear to ear. I think it's so cute. Oh, I can't wait till she gets older. I wonder if she'll be into trucks like Joey, or she'll get into cars. I hope she gets into cars. But I want her to be into trucks too. I want her to do it all. We'll see. That noise. Hold on. Another thing I wanted to mention is Joel told me to give this 200 miles of break-in. I'm trying to be gentle, I'm trying, but 200 miles isn't bad. He said 200 miles of city driving, which I do a lot of city driving, town driving here. So slipping the clutch, getting it broken in, but it does help that my car isn't making the most power on earth either. It's not making anything insane like most people are. I'm probably making a little over 500 foot-pounds right now of torque, where most people are making well over 650, 700. So and this is rated for 800 foot-pounds at the wheel, so I'm not pushing it hard by any stretch of the means. I shouldn't smile this much. I shouldn't be this happy just gingerly driving it, but I really am. One thing I'll mention too, with this new Tilton, the release point's a lot better. You can adjust it. This is a 3/4 inch bore Tilton. I guess it matched up perfect. Whatever Joel did matches up. I didn't make that decision, he did. And it seems to be matched up perfect because it drives so freaking well. No issues. It slips just about, like, and I adjusted it down just a little bit, and it slips about, it starts to fully engage about that far off the ground, just exactly where I want it, so it gives it enough throat to disengage the clutch. Sorry, bumps here are bad. Oof, back road life. This is what it's like. I hate living on this back roads. We've been getting so much rain here. I've never seen this before. I'm up on top of the mountain right now, and all the roads are still wet and flooded with water. Holy shit. It's crazy how much rain we've been getting here in Pennsylvania. I hate it. I just hope Mother Nature's getting it out of her system before cruise week. Oh, hold on here. I gotta slow down a lot. You know, it's that time of the year too. I'm watching guys going by, and that guy just has a beer in his hand mowing the. Damn it, more water. Are you kidding me? Okay, she's holding. She's holding. Trying to finish out the video here. Alright guys, I'm going to try to end it here. Thank you very much for tuning in today. New clutch is in. New clutch is awesome. We have cruise week coming up. If you're there, hit me up. I'm hoping to meet as many people as I can this year and just have a good time in general. Just like meet people, have a good time, have some fun, drink some beer, of course. And yeah, thank you guys very much, and I'll talk to you later. Peace!